the start of my writing vlog. It's been several days since January started. All of last week up until today, or last night, I was in San Francisco, California, best friend vacation with my best friend Caitlin, and we pretty much just went to San Francisco and did a whole bunch of touristy things. This was the first trip I've taken in a really, really long time that had nothing to do with a book-related event. I was able to meet up with Kenya, who is one of my very close booktube friends. Here are just a few clips from the trip. As of right now, my goal is still to finish my first draft by January 31st, so I have 20 days to finish this draft. I think the next 5,000 words are going to be the most trying for me, just because I'm figuring out pacing-wise and how much time I can summarize between this journey. It's one of my pet peeves. When an author summarizes a huge amount of time, I think a lot of the journey stories, that's when a lot of relationships develop, but then you also need kind of like those fast forward moments or else it's going to get stale in the journey. So I'm just trying to find that balance of when I can do that and then being in this book's being told in 4 perspectives. So it's just, I'm stressing out, and I know it's only the first draft. I just need to write it and I can fix it all later. So in the back of my head, I feel like I'm not going to finish the first draft here in January, and I'm like kind of disappointed, but I'm like really trying to haul ass now. It's Friday, and last weekend I actually went home for the 3-day weekend, and I did get a lot of writing done. I think I wrote over 4,000 words over the 3 days, which is good for me. I'm excited to start from the beginning again because I haven't read the first chapter since I wrote it on November 1st. Not that I'm not liking what I'm writing right now, but I feel like I'm like not writing the same as I was writing in the beginning, and I don't want that disconnect between like the first half of the book and the second half. So I did this, and this is kind of an inspiration board of all the things that have inspired me so far with this book. I don't have a glue stick. I looked all over my apartment for one, and I guess I just don't have one. So right now the pages are starting to curl after I cut them, after printing out all these pictures. I'll definitely show you guys the final product when I get my glue stick and I can glue everything on. But this is just a black poster board, and all these images are from my Pinterest for this project. I'll link my Pinterest down below that you can kind of see some of these pictures. But I kind of organized it with, I have like clothing aesthetics over here. All of these are like faces I've pictured, some of my characters, and then I have quotes kind of throughout it, and I want to get more quotes to put onto it. And then down here, this bottom half is mostly setting. So I have 2 settings in my story. The first one is inspired by the Industrial Revolution. The second one is inspired by ancient civilizations / Babylon / Rome / Greece. It's kind of getting out of hand right now, but that's kind of what I've done. The reason why I've done it is I've needed some inspiration because I feel like I'm getting burned out. So I just needed to like walk away from the manuscript and then get re-inspired. It has helped. I loved picking out the different images to use. So that's what I did. Today is January 31st, so it's my last vlog day of the month, and I didn't finish the first draft like I wanted to. I kind of mentioned this in previous vlog clips already, that I was just starting to get really burned out by the story, and I'm in a section right now that's really hard for me to get through, but I want to get through it. So I wrote a total of like 5,000 or 6,000 words this month, so at least I'm still writing, but I'm a little disappointed that I didn't finish the first draft here in January. While it would have been nice to finish the first draft here in January for my timeline of how I want this project to go through the editing process, it would have been better to finish in January. However, I gave myself mentally an extra month, so I need to finish it up this month, because in March I want to really get into the editing process. But that's what I've all done this month. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are writers, what did you accomplish this month in your writing journey? I would really love to know. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!